Today I'm going to show you how to make these great paper flowers. My friends from Rag & Bone Bindery, Jason and Alara, showed me how to make them, and I absolutely love them. I think they're just a great way to recycle newspaper, magazines. This is a great project to do with the kids, and also to do sitting in front of the TV. I actually don't crochet or knit, so I just sit and fold magazine pages. Anyway, let's get started. So you'll need some magazines. I typically tear off the front cover and the back cover, and then it'll expose the binding here, and it makes it a lot easier to pull the pages apart. Now I actually have come up with a way to use the entire page. Part of that is laziness on my half, because I didn't want to have to cut the page into a perfect square. But I actually like the idea that you can use the entire page, and in the end you can use an entire magazine to make a really cool piece of art. Alright, so here's my page from the magazine. Again, I'm going to fold the one corner up to meet the edge. Fold this little part back and tuck this corner in. Again, the goal here is basically to make a perfect square. I tuck that in, and there you have a square. Okay. So now, take the one corner and fold it up to meet this top corner. Take the other edge, again, constantly making it flat. This will just help things along. So again, what you have now made is another square. Okay. Now, take this flap, and we're going to fold the edges, edge to edge, like that. Okay? So take this flap again and fold edge to edge, like such. Alright. Now, this next part, so you have something that looks like this. Alright, so now we take this flap, and we're going to open it up, and it should fall back on the seams that have already been made. Okay, and do that to the other side as well. So now it almost looks like a tulip in and of itself. Okay, and then you'll take this edge here and fold it down. You can see the seam here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the seam lines up. But what you're wanting to do ultimately is make a straight edge right here. So just fold that, and same on this side. Okay? Okay, so now you have something that looks like this. Now we're going to take this edge and fold it into the square. And there you have it. I'll grab my glue stick, slather up the edges again, and fold it into itself. And there you have another petal. Now typically what I do is I will make a bunch of these. I just sit and make a bunch. It's easy. You can just keep gripping the pages. Once these have dried, after I've made, I don't know, half dozen or so, then I go back and I start to piece these together. You need 6 of these petals to make one flower. So what I do is I work in threes. So I put 3 of them together. And again, I use a glue stick. Jason has told me that he uses double-sided tape. I haven't tried that yet. I think it probably would work better. It probably, you know, glue stick sometimes just doesn't quite work, cut it. But I have yet to try the double-sided tape. So there, I put 3 together, as you can see, and I kind of press the edges, and I'm going to let those dry. And I'll show you how then I put these 3 single ones together. I usually, oops, with the glue stick, I usually slather up both pieces because it helps it to stick. And I'm running out of glue here. You know, this could be a fun decoration for parties, for weddings. I know that the one that I'm making, I'm going to use at my shows. I might even do a giveaway with it. I love that they are, you know, that you're using recycled, or you're recycling paper. So what you have then is you'll have these 2 halves, and then eventually, once these dry, and when they do dry, they'll open up a little bit, so you'll end up having more of a flat surface here. And then you can glue these 2 flat surfaces together to make one. Okay. So this is part of the sphere that I'm making. I haven't finished it yet, but I wanted to show you. I think this one's made up of 8 so far, but I'd like to finish it off with the 4 more, and hopefully it'll make a nice globe. I actually stapled these together because it was the first time and it was the fastest for me to do. I think, though, that might be cheating. I think really glue or double-sided sticky tape, but, you know, in the end, do whatever works for you. One other note is that even if you don't make an entire globe, half or 3/4 of one makes a great flower bouquet. You can just set it on top of, you know, in this case I put it on top of a candle holder, but it makes a really cool centerpiece. And there you have it. Love to see what you end up making, and if you have any questions, just contact me at my blog, alamodestuff.blogspot.com.